I am JT Clemente, and I play peasant number 1 out of 1.
My name is Jake Gao. I am the producer on the film Abound.
Hi, my name is Joshua Chung, and I played Officer in Bound.
My name is Anthony Booth, and I'm executive producer on Bound.
It was a super fun and super unique project to work on. I took a look at the script. It looked, I was worried about locations most of the time.
When Sam approached me to ask if I wanted to be a part of it was like a no-brainer. And I think even though it was my first real time trying to act, albeit in a silent film, it still felt really natural in the way Sam helped guide us through it.
In terms of the story and all that stuff, I thought it was perfect. I just had a little bit of self-doubt. I was like, I don't know if I can portray this evil, mean guy.
First reading, I like that it was just a moment. It was really just a thought and a moment. The script's only, how many pages? 3-4 pages? And I like that. It's just a short moment.
I think the biggest thing that I was learning in this film was, since we were using Kickstarter and shooting on film, these two things gave me like a ton of pressure in terms of having a product to turn out. So I think that taught me really that I needed to visualize and know every second of this film before it was even shot.
The biggest thing that I think I learned from this project that I'll probably carry with me on different avenues and things that I want to do in my own life is just how prepared we were.
I would literally lie down in bed like the night before or like after I had written a scene and just close my eyes and like think for like an hour just about every frame. What is this going to look like? How are we going to move the camera? And how is that going to work with film? That made the product so much better and so much more like reliable for me, that I would see what I was thinking. And it also made it easier on set, having all these people around who, you know, are working for free for the most part and just helping me because they're my friends. They are passionate about it too. And not wasting anybody's time on set, knowing exactly what I needed out of people, what shots I needed, what framing I needed and stuff.
Sam went up to the location first to sort of scout out the area, chose a few spots that he liked. The day before, we went out there as a little team, me, Sam, and the 2 actors, and we decided to try to block out, visualize the area, how the fight would go down.
That was definitely one of the more fun parts during pre-production when we practiced the whole fight scene running around the tree with the ropes.
It really helped me as an actor to picture it in my mind and really get into that world.
There weren't really too many bumps other than just working with the weather.
Man, don't get me started on that weather, man. Oh.
And it was cold, but we overcame them by playing the right music, and it just set the tone the whole way. It set the whole tone, the weather, it being cold, us being alone out there. Other challenges, I didn't bring an extra pair of socks.
It was very, very cold. Like my fingers were freezing up.
But I think it played out pretty well in our favor with the clouds and the fog, and like it was kind of cold and wet, but like it was so worth it in the end.
This was one of the first projects I had where we actually had a fully done costume from wardrobe. And again, that also helped with really feeling that I was this person, I was this officer, and I was in this post-apocalyptic dystopian world. And we also had a little bit of makeup when we were showing the bloodied wrists. That also helped when I was looking at my wrists and they were covered with blood and ripped, torn skin. Again, really just helped me feel that I was actually the officer.
Just the initial drafts of the costume that Sam came back with when he came back from Goodwill. And they looked entirely different from what you see in the movie because he scratched them up, ripped them, put like paint and dirt in them. Yeah, and I think it just, actually being in costume helped me get in character more.
This was our first time shooting on film, so I felt a greater sense and purpose of doing the best, because they're so, time is literally money.
I mean, it was really fun, like getting to learn about the actual celluloid film, because in this new day and age, everyone's just shooting digital.
This is the first time I've been around film or this moviola and anything, so I knew going into it that I would be around this, and I wanted to learn from that, like hands-on learning, getting your hands dirty, learning hands-on filmmaking.
You really feel the urgency when you're shooting on film, because you know that every second counts and there's really no room for wasted takes, especially on a budget like ours.
Having the 100-foot roll and knowing, okay, this is the take. That's how it was on set too. It was really inspiring. It was just like, that's it. Like, you just gotta make sure that's it. And then your directing too was really, you had to be loud when you had to be loud, and it's big energy, stuff like that, which is cool.
Okay, we're gonna roll on this. Energy, big energy. Ready? Action! Stay. Hey. Go!
Shooting on film, you don't even know. I didn't even know after we shot it. Everything could be totally ruined. Everything could be overexposed. There could be a light leak. There could be this, that. There could be a hair in the gate, and it could ruin the whole film. So I kind of just had to put my trust in that my work, practicing with the camera and learning about the camera and taking my time with every shot was going to pay off. But thankfully it came back, and it wasn't exactly what I was hoping. The exposure was off a little bit, and all those first time film things, but I was able to salvage it in editing.
So I feel like in editing, the music and the Foley really helped to bring together the project.
Working with the flatbed is kind of a nightmare, to be honest.
It's respectable. That's what I find from it. If you could actually write your project, direct it, fund it, or whatnot, and you edit it like that, you're just a master. Or at least beginning, you should know how to cover all the bases so that when you get to it again, you'll know how to conversate with an editor, with a producer, with an actor or whatnot. But when you're just doing it all yourself, it's awesome.
Flatbed, all of it, it's very difficult and tedious work. You need to be on your A game the entire time.
I loved writing this. I loved kind of visualizing what I wanted to do. I wanted it to kind of have this stalker feel, this Andrei Tarkovsky feel. I had his Criterion DVD and I watched it and I was like, this whole vibe is perfect for Bound. I wanted to have this kind of eeriness, this kind of very natural nature feel too, of the natural world. It's a small project, but since I'm shooting on film, it's so much more expensive. But yeah, having that support of these people who are backing this project, some of them who don't even know me, being willing to put in money for this project was just incredible.
Being able to see that people that we don't even know came together to fund something that they have no idea how it's going to turn out is the coolest thing ever.
Thank you to all the backers on Kickstarter. We couldn't have done this without you guys. It was such a fun production and you guys made it possible.
Another thing I noticed on set was just the group mind that we all had. Everyone was on the same team. Everyone had all their individual, different, unique input. We were all working towards the same goal, and it really felt like we were on a football team or something.
I think that's the biggest part about movies that draws me into it, is being able to do it with people that you love and you love to hang out with. If it came to a point where I was doing it with people I hated and just I think I'd be done. I think I would go on to something else where I could be with my friends, because that's really what matters to me. Being around friends, family, and having all this community with people who are positive and you like being around is, I think, the biggest part of it.